Hey guys, One here. Welcome back to another video, and today we are here again with my SGL Lines Electric Trains Reading G3 Pacific. And this will be part 2 of the conversion to legacy rail sounds and TMCC command control. Basically what's changed since the last video is I got this thing. This is a... what is it? It's a RCDR-800 board. So this is basically the brains for the rail sounds in legacy steam engines. Except it wasn't. What that was is an RCDR board for a TMCC U-boat, if I remember correctly. That being a diesel engine. So it didn't have a chuff switch, it didn't have a whole bunch of other stuff, and it definitely didn't work. So, in the process of trying to get it to work, I ended up mutilating the board, making it, you couldn't return it. It was destroyed. I ordered the correct board again. I ordered the same thing, just this time they actually sent me the correct part, which was an RCDR board for a legacy steam engine. And I just plugged that in tonight. It is in this locomotive currently. It doesn't do squat. Powered it up. It did the same thing that it was doing before. Works in conventional mode. Well, except now it kind of works in conventional mode. If I have it plugged in, and I have the TMCC command base unplugged, or if I have the RCDR board plugged in and the TMCC command base unplugged, it will power up, it'll make sounds, but it won't do whistle or bell in conventional mode. And if I do the same thing I was doing in part 1 of this video, where I unplug the RCDR board and power it up in conventional mode, it does work. So now it gets fun, because I'm going to be in the realm of I have no idea what I'm doing, and apparently neither does anybody else that I can find online. So I'm going to be calling Lionel at some point soon, hopefully, and seeing what they have to say about it, seeing if there's any possibility of making this work. But what's probably going to end up happening is this is going to get really complicated really fast. So what's likely going to end up happening is I'm going to be buying what's called an RCMC, which is basically the brains of a modern legacy engine. I'm going to be buying the same one that's in the Reading T1 2100, which is what I have the soundboard for. The soundboard does still work. I did test it with the Polar Express, and it does operate the way it should. So I haven't destroyed the soundboard. So the RCMC is going to be fun, because if I get that, then what's the point in putting in a legacy control board if I'm going to have the TMCC control board in as well? So if that is the route that I need to take, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out the TMCC board and make it straight legacy. So I'll probably put in a fan-driven smoke unit. It'll be legacy operated lights, so the cab light will do Rule 17 lighting, the headlight will do Rule 17 lighting, most likely. I need to figure out the antenna situation, because normally the handrails here are the antennas. This handrail is grounded to the body, so I need to either insulate this, or I need to come up with something creative, or I just need to put it all in the tender. Because if I'm putting it in the locomotive, I can do an IR tether if I can figure out how the hell to hook that up, because this doesn't have a typical drawbar. It has a pin that goes into a drawbar. So legacy engines have 2 drawbars that go into each other. So if I could figure that out, I could do that, but I'm likely just going to stick with the wired version, because it looks more original, and also figuring out the IR tether might be beyond my engineering capabilities. So this might go full legacy, because I know with the RCMC board that goes with the 2100, the Rail Sounds Light board will just work, because it's, it works in the production thing. If you bought one for $1,800 or however much they cost, it's probably closer to like $1,500 now. If you bought one for that much money, it has the same electronics that are going to be in this thing, just, refined and installed by people that know what they're doing. rather than by some goon who's trying to figure this out on the fly. But we'll see what ends up happening there. Hopefully I don't need to take that route because those boards are expensive and getting all the supporting electronics is going to run me a lot more money than I originally wanted to spend on this project. This thing has just turned into a giant money pit, and it's taken a lot longer than I wanted it to complete. I've been very tempted several times to rip all of the electronics out and just put the stock electronics back in and just leave it at that. But I'm very determined to make this a legacy engine. I want to complete this project because it would be really neat, and I think you guys would enjoy seeing that. I'll keep you guys updated as stuff happens, but it's been slow. School has been a thing, work has been a thing. I haven't had the time to do this. I've recently, I cut open my finger, and that put me out of commission for like 2 weeks. Literally right before I was about to do this project, I did that, and that was quite irritating. So that threw a rock in that plan. But yeah, so as things happen, I'll keep you guys in the loop. But for now, this is where that project stands. So thank you all for watching, and I apologize for the lackluster update. But, you know, sometimes this is how this goes. So anyway, I hope you all enjoyed, even though it's been pretty boring. But yeah, I am CW Hollow 1, and have a good day, or maybe good night in your case. See ya.